Today we're taking a look at the purple loadout and a couple of skins. Man, they were hard to find for some guns. You had to use your imagination and hope for the best, maybe upgrade those with a couple of stickers. However, some guns had some beautiful skins that you could use yourselves. And I have to say, the purple loadout might have some really cool collections that you could use. I would say let's find out what skins I chose. But first, a quick word from today's video sponsor. This video is sponsored by Skin Baron, the marketplace for your next skins in your inventory. Skin Baron is a German company with a Trustpilot rating of 4.6, so you know you are dealing with a trusted platform. They offer amazing deals with savings of up to 30% cheaper than the Steam prices. That's right, 30% off on your favorite skins and items. And with over 1 million offers, you are guaranteed to find something you love thanks to its easy to use filter menu that makes finding the perfect skin a breeze. Plus, they make payments easy with options like credit card, Klarna, bank transfer, and many more. It is also the perfect market to sell your skins and make some real cash out of them. And if you're selling a skin over 1,000 euros, you only have to pay 2% in fees. So if you want to upgrade your CS2 inventory and take advantage of these unbelievable prices, head over to skinbaron.com by just clicking the link in the description below. And don't forget to use my code. And now back to the video. So let's start filling our loadout. Starting off with the starting pistols, the Glock is giving us 5 options ranging from, well, 700 euros to going down to 28 cents. And personally, I would go with the Neo Noir. I like Neo Noirs in general as the concept, and the collection itself, it is really cool. However, Moonrise also a great skin, underrated skin. If you want to go gold 2 for something more flashy, that is also a good choice. But yeah, I'm going with the Neo Noir. Well, for the USPS, we have 3 options, and I think you can already guess in what direction I would be going. It's a Neo Noir. However, the purple DD pad looks beautiful and is a cool skin. The Jawbreaker is a bit more flashy, and even though there are a lot of contrasting colors in there, I would still put it on the list and be a good contender for a solid price in my opinion. Moving on to the upgraded pistols. For the P250, we have 2 options. We either have the Vino Primo or the Epicenter, and here I'm going with the Epicenter's new skin. And for CS2, I think if we have the options to use the new engine and how the skins have been built upon that engine, I would say go for that. However, the other skin is also a good choice. The 5.7 is giving us 4 options, from I would say going a bit into the pink direction with the Fairy Tale to going into the blue with the Flame Test. However, I would go with the hybrid. I think it's a cool skin also from the new collection, and it's built upon the new CS2 engine. That is why I would go for the hybrid, and it's also cheap. Taking the counterpart, the Tech 9, here we sadly do not really have a lot of options. We have 2 solid choices to choose from, the Decemator and the Sandstorm, and I would actually go with the Decemator, even though it's pretty expensive for what it is. However, the Sandstorm also a solid choice. Maybe slap a couple of stickers on there, get rid of that orange tone, yellowish tone on it, and cover that up, so you also have a pretty cool purple skin for way cheaper. The Deagle is giving us 3 options, I would say. The Ocean Drive with a more colorful, vibrant scheme, and the Starcade with that cool new design from CS2. However, the surprising choice for a lot of you, I would be going with the Desert Eagle Heat Treated, and especially the purple patterns, because as you might remember, there was a lot of hype with the Desert Eagle Blue Gems. People were opening up a lot of those Deagles back when the armory dropped, making the price of the Desert Eagle pretty cheap. And trying to find one of those patterns, obviously you will be paying a premium. However, it is a unique design that we don't really have in the game, and that is why I would actually choose the Desert Eagle Heat Treated. Moving on to our MPs and shotguns, and here we have 3 options for the Mac-10, the Saiba Oni, oh god damn it, the Discotheque, and the Ultraviolet. If you want to go for that old school aesthetic, go with the Ultraviolet skins. They are always a good pick. However, I have chosen the Saiba Oni. I am really trying on that name, I'm sorry. It's also a new skin from the gallery case, built on the new engine, and looks pretty sick. The Discotheque is also a solid choice, I would say. On the other side of the pond, the MP9 is not giving us a lot of options. The only option we really gotten from CS2 Skins is the White Lily, and with a starting price of 1,500 €200. God damn, I'm not sure if you want to spend that much. That is why I went on a search and I would go with the Mount Fuji. I know it's a bit of a stretch, maybe upgrade that with a couple of stickers again to make it look more purplish, but there isn't really, in my opinion, a viable option. If you have something else, let me know down below in the comments. However, that would be my pick. Then MP7. Here, I would say we only have one viable option, and that would be the skulls from the very first case. Because of the magazine, it is purple, and that was the only one that I would say fits properly. Maybe we can go with the fade if we find a good pattern on that. However, I'd personally go then with the skulls. Then the P90. Here we have, in my opinion, two options: the attack vector from the graphic design collection or the Death by Kitty if you want something more vibrant. I personally just go with the attack vector. It's pretty cheap for what it is. Looks also really cool in my opinion. For all you PP enjoyers, we have one option: the Space Cat solid skin from the Dreams and Nightmare case. Pretty cheap. If you want it in factory new StatTrak, as you can see, you're not even spending €2.50 on it. And yeah, it's a solid choice. You can also upgrade that with a couple of stickers. And yeah, then moving on to the shotguns. For the XM, we have, I would say, only one viable option, and that would be the Ziggy. It's pretty cheap for what it is and a solid choice in my opinion. Maybe cover up those green parts also with some stickers. And for the Mag 7 on the CT side, that was also a hard one to find. I would go with the Monster Call. It's the only skin I would say that has a bit of purple in it. Maybe cover up some of those lighter areas with some stickers, but there isn't really another good option for that skin. Moving on to the primary weapons. For the Galil, we have four options: the Chromatic Aberration, the Sugar Rush, the Phoenix Blacklight, and the Rainbow Spoon. So I would choose the Chromatic Aberration since I think it's an underrated skin and it's cheaper than all of the other ones. It looks pretty cool for what it is. However, the Sugar Rush is also very intriguing, but I think I'd stick with the Chromatic Aberration since it's a Galil and I would rather spend my money on my most used guns. Then for the CT side, the FAMAS is giving us three options: the Rapid Eye Movement, Pulse, and Prime Conspiracy. I do not want to spend €75 on a FAMAS, and that is why I'm actually going with the Pulse. I like the design more than the Rapid Eye Movement, even though it's cheaper than the Pulse, and that is why I would be going with the Pulse in my opinion. Moving on to the M4A1S, we have three solid choices and two interesting one, I would call it. So the Vaporwave, Black Lotus, and Decimator are always go-tos depending on how much you have. You could go with them. They all look beautiful. The Hyper Beast, I do not understand why it was selected by the system, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. And for the fade, if we can get a more purple fade M4, go for that. However, the Black Lotus, in my opinion, is the best skin for this loadout, followed by the Vaporwave. The only reason why the Vaporwave is in second place is because of that price. The Black Lotus at this point, factory new StatTrak, €57. It's a steal. For the M4A4, we have five choices: the Neo Noir, Desolate Space, Temu Kao, Dragon King, and In Living Color. And here I'm going with the Neo Noir because I want to stick with that Neo Noir theme of my loadout. However, the Dragon King and Desolate Space, I would say, are also solid choices. And if you went with a more vibrant pick, maybe the Living Color one is a good choice for you. Then to our good old AK. Here we have two choices in my opinion: the Neon Rider or the Nightwish. I would be going with the Neon Rider. However, it is on the more pricier side. That is why the Nightwish is also a good valid choice. Cover up those bluish places with some purple stickers and you will have a beautiful AK. We are approaching the end with our scoped weapons now. For the AUG, we have the Little Pig and the Death by Puppy. And here I'm going with the Death by Puppy since the Little Pig is still on the pricier side and it's gonna lose value. And I see it more on the reddish scale than on the purple scale. And that is why I would go with the Death by Puppy. And for its counterpart on the T side, we have the Pulse and Ultraviolet. Ultraviolet, old school skin, also good to choose. However, it's more expensive than the Pulse, and that is why I'm going with the pulse. Then the snipers. The SG, here we have two options, the Turbo Peak and the Fever Dream. However, I like the design of the Turbo Peak since I'm a car guy, and that is a personal choice. That is why I'm going with that one. For the op, we have a couple of options, the Chromatic Apparition, the Lightning Strike, the Fever Dream, Electric Hive, and the Chrome Cannon. However, only in Battle Scarred, since when you go into the lower floats, it loses that purple shine and becomes more chrome. And personal choice, I'm going with the Chromatic Apparition. I think it's an underrated skin that people should use, and it's relatively cheap for what it is. And for the second runner-up, I would go with the Fever Dream. And now to the knife and glove combo. Here for the knife, we have two solid choices that you could pick that are pretty cheap for what they are. It is on the one hand the Freehand and the Ultraviolet skins. As you can see, the stiletto knife, even though it is a more popular knife, it is pretty cheap for what it is. However, if you have enough money, I would say go with the Doppler Black Pearl. They are beautiful, however, as you can see, really expensive. And for your glove combo, go with the Driver Gloves Imperial. Yes, they are expensive, however, the Battle Scarred version, I will put them up on screen right now, they are actually okay, I would find, for their Battle Scarred versions, and are a pretty good solid choice to complement your knife and guns. So that was the purple loadout. We had some banger skins in here, and let me know if I forgot something. However, if you want to build this loadout right now, use the link in the description below and find these skins on Skin Baron. Use my promo code, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. Don't forget about my personal giveaway that you will find in the description, and as always, I will see you guys on the next one.